Hare Krishna. Should we begin?
Yeah, Prabhuji, Hare
Hello.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. All of you are ready? Okay. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmiritam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So welcome all of you for the Discover Yourself session 7. So today we're going to discuss on the topic of discover the happy planet. So yesterday was the topic discover true love. So where we discussed that our true love or true satisfaction will come only when we repose that love in Krishna. So we discussed yesterday basically 4 points. One is attractive principle. What attracts us are the opulences in this world. And there are 6 opulences: wealth, fame, beauty, strength, knowledge, and renunciation. So these 6 opulences attract us. And these 6 opulences are present in Krishna to the fullest extent. So that's why Krishna is Sarva Akarshakam, all attractive. Then second point we discussed is that we are das, we are servants, and God is the boss. Just like we have Prime Minister and we are all followers of the Prime Minister, or we are under the or maintained by the Prime Minister. So similarly, God is the Prime Minister of the entire world, and He is the perfect Prime Minister, perfect Master, and He takes care of all of us. So He is the Master, we are His servants. And the third point we discussed yesterday was our real dharma is to love and to serve. Right now we are serving people of this world, friends, family, relatives, pets, boss, teacher, principals, or whatever, all these personalities. But they are all temporary services. It will not go on eternally because that ends with death. But the real love and real service to the Supreme Lord will never end. It is the eternal relationship. So our real dharma is to love and serve God. And the last point which we discussed yesterday, that we are not the Supreme Lords, but we are belonging to the Lord. Lord is great, but we are tiny and we are meant to serve the Lord. So we saw the wonderful poem written by His Grace Radheshyam Prabhu at the end of the session. So that was yesterday's topic. Now let's go ahead to today's topic. So today's topic is discover the happy planet, where every moment is a festival. See, there are many planets in this world. Our Earth planet is there. There is moon, there is sun, there is so many Navagrahas, planets. These are just 9, but there are many. Many stars are there. So these are all places in the material world only. And everywhere you will see birth, death, old age, disease. So then a question will come to the mind: is there any place where I can be completely happy? So such a question will come to the mind. We all want to be happy, but some discomfort will keep coming. Like right now, this is summer season. Now, if I sit like this, then it's so hot, isn't it? We have to open the window, and we have to put on some fan to feel comfortable, or some people will put on the AC. So because it's uncomfortable, because this hot summer is uncomfortable. So then we'll be waiting for rainy season. When the rain will come, so that we'll become cool. But in rainy season, another trouble. You cannot walk freely outside. You have to take the umbrella always. So while going out, you have to check in the bag whether there's umbrella or not. So then you'll be waiting when this rainy season will stop. and then winter season will come. Then will be very nice. Oh, very nice winter season. No rain. But as winter progresses, becomes December, January, then so cold, shivering cold, and one has to wear sweater, one has to wear the gloves, one has to wear socks. It's uncomfortable. Then one is thinking, oh, when this winter will go away? It's so uncomfortable. And then summer comes, again heat, again rain, again very cold. It goes on and on. So there is some inconvenience always there in this world. Can you tell me, is there any place in the Earth planet where there is no misery and there is perfect climate? Is there any place like that? Can you think of? No, Rajesh is saying no place, no place. There is no perfect place. No, one may say, okay, India is good, but India, South India is very hot. Okay, North India is very cold, like Delhi, Mathura. It becomes like 1 degree, 2 degrees Celsius, very cold. Then one may say, let's go to America. You go to America, their snow will keep falling. Right? In New York, those places, snow keeps falling. One of our students was studying in Buffalo University. He said, it's minus 30 degrees Celsius. He has to wear these 3 sweaters on top, and then he has to go this with thick gloves and thick shoes. Then he'll be able to live comfortably. It's so cold. So there's no place in this world where is perfect happiness. So, but we are looking for happiness. Yeah, but really, I think that instead of searching other place, we make this place a wonderful one. Yeah, you're correct, Biswarit. You can try to make this place wonderful, but it's not possible. The nature of the world is like that. It's not possible to make this world perfect. Because the world is designed like that. No, can you make the jail perfect? No. No matter how much you go, you can go and put the AC in the jail, and the criminal can put in AC, but still he has to work. He has to. He's confined to that. He's not having full freedom. Isn't it? So you cannot make jail into a better place. Jail is jail. Okay, you may have a TV, you may get newspaper to read, you may get AC fit in. If you are a very influential person, you can get all those things done. But still, you cannot make jail into a country. Jail is jail. Similarly, this world is like a jail. How much ever we try, we cannot make it perfect place to stay. Okay. So now we are looking for happiness, permanent happiness, but we are not able to find here. We are finding only temporary happiness. Is there any place where we can find perfect happiness? There should be, because a mirage indicates that water must be somewhere else. Similarly, we are hankering for that pleasure. It means that pleasure must be somewhere else, and that place is called spiritual world. Let's see. So we'll see 3 points today: miserable material world, blissful spiritual world, and ABCD formula. These are 3 points we'll cover today. So miserable material world. So the world is miserable because we want true happiness, but happiness goes away. It runs away. See, the bodies of the beauty queens who in their youth make men go crazy, they become old, isn't it? Right? So same heroines who were so attractive in the early days, now they are no more attractive. In fact, some of the people commit suicide because there's nobody following them. In the West, there was one actress called Marilyn Monroe. She was very famous and many people followed her. But once she saw a white hair in the head, she got scared. Hey, white hair, I'm becoming old. My beauty will go away. And my beauty goes away, then nobody will like me. What will happen to my popularity? So like this, she got so depressed and she committed suicide. See, the nice grapes becomes like raisins. Right? This is actually fresh grapes actually become like dried up raisins. The skin becomes like that. So no more attraction. So why can't the beauty of this world remain permanent? Because the body itself is not permanent. How can the beauty remain permanent? Right? So we tend to forget the real permanent substance soul and give importance to the shadow material body. So the beauty, see, the body appears beautiful because of soul inside. Okay? Because the soul is powering the body the beauty of the soul is reflected on the body. That's why as long as the body has life, the body is attractive. As soon as the soul leaves the body, okay, nobody touches the body. Have you seen that? As soon as a person dies, anybody will touch the body? No. Even Bharya Bibhyati Tasmin Dehe. It is said. Even the wife will not touch the dead body of the husband. It is said. Yavat pavano nivasati dehe tavat pruchati kushalam dehe gatavati vayu deha paye bharya bibhyati tasmin kahe bhaj govindam govindam bhaja mudhamate. So Shiva Shankaracharya says this wonderful statement. He says, Yavat pavano nivasati dehe. As long as life is there in the body, tavat pruchati kushalam gehe. Till that time, they'll talk very nicely with you. How are you? Are you okay? Gatavati vayu deha paye. As soon as the life leaves the body, bharya bibhyati. Bharya means wife. She will also get scared to be with the husband's dead body. Once it happened that one person in Bangalore died, and the wife in the night, she saw that husband died. She got scared. Immediately called the parents, come. I'm getting scared. My husband is dead. Because some ghost is there, this is there. No, she gets afraid. She's not ready to live in that home. She wants to go out. My parents say, no, stay there, we're coming. By morning we'll reach because they're in some other city. They'll come. So there is a situation actually. Even the wife becomes scared of the dead body. So there's one story. Please watch this. Are you able to hear?
I wish to narrate one short story that one man, one boy, was attracted by a beautiful girl. So the girl does not agree and the boy is persistent. So in India, of course, the girls, they keep their chastity very strictly. So the girl was not agreeing, so she said, all right, I agree, after 1 week, you come. She appointed such and such time you come. So the boy was very glad. And the girl took some pargeti throughout the 7 days. And she was passing stool day and night and vomiting. And she kept all these vomits and stool in a nice pot. So when the appointed time came, the boy came and the girl was sitting on the door. The boy inquired, where is that girl? She said, I am that girl. No, you are so ugly. You are so beautiful. You are not that girl. No, I am that girl. But I have now separated my beauty in a different pot. What is that? She saw. This is the beauty, the stool and vomit. This is the ingredient. Actually, anyone may be very robust or very beautiful. If he passes stool for 3 or 4 times, everything changes.
You saw this? You understood the video? So the boy got attracted to the girl. The girl was very intelligent. She wanted to teach the lesson to the boy. So what she did, she said, come after 1 week. Then 1 week she took all the medicines, which will like lose motion, vomiting, all that will happen. And the body became very weak, thin, and not beautiful. And when the boy came, she said, no, beauty is there inside the pots. See the pots. And what is in the pot? Stool, urine, and all those vomit, all that. That is the beauty of the body.
Prabhuji, what is the meaning of stool?
2 number when you go in the morning toilet, right? So the toilet is called stool. So So that's the beauty. See, our beauty, see, it's such an illusion. We think our beauty, somebody is very beautiful. Can you mute your phone? Okay. We think people are very beautiful or we are very beautiful, but the beauty is just skin deep. Just one layer of skin deep. If you remove one layer of skin from the body is no longer attractive. Only packaging is very attractive, but the body is not at all attractive. So every morning when you get up, you have to clean the body, right? You have to go to the toilet. You have to, from all the holes of the body, from the mouth and the nose, the eyes and the ears, all dirty things only come. You have to wash all these things, isn't it? So because the body in itself produces bad things. So what is there inside will come out. So this is what is inside. This comes out. But we think this body is very pleasurable, very beautiful, but that is an illusion. So the superficial attraction to the skin is an illusion, is a shadow. That's not real. But the real attraction should be to the soul, because soul is unchanging. The body may be small or big or beautiful or ugly, black or white, but the soul is the real beautiful thing. So we instead of getting attracted to the superficial body, one should try to see the beauty of the soul, not the superficial attraction to the body. One should see the quality of the soul. One should see the quality of devotion of the soul. So that is real thing. So that's what we learned from that story. I hope that's clear. Yes, Gokul is writing. Yes, you're absolutely right. And that's correct. This is a philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita says, Urdhamulam Madashakam Ashwatam Prahuravyam. Says, the real world is spiritual world. Real beauty is spiritual beauty. And the material beauty is fake beauty, reflection.
Guruji.
Yes, Gokul.
Guruji, I have a small question. Sorry for interrupting you, first of all. Actually, see, wherever we go now, the current generation is, as we see around the world, around us, around the people filled with they expect a lot of more fashions, and they do. First of all, their expectation is fashion, and second thing, they always look for the girl. They need a love from girl. For everywhere, it's happening the same love marriages. Can you please explain? Well, very good people and like they are becoming depressed on this. They're not getting married also. Why this is happening for the only good people in the world?
Very nice question.
Even they're doing a good things for God. Even though the bad people are getting very soon marriage, they're getting married, love marriages, and why this happening for only good people? Even though they're keeping trust on God.
Yeah. Should I answer this question? Should I answer this question now, or can we wait till the end of the session?
At the end of the session.
Yeah, at the end I will answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very important question. I'll keep it in the mind. Very relevant question for the current
around
age.
The world, it's happening. We can't able to see.
Yeah. I'll touch this point at the end.
This one, some people are getting depressed. Like the current present. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll answer at the end. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So this is a story of liquid beauty. What is liquid beauty? There's nothing but stool and urine. That's the real beauty of the body, which is ugly actually. Right? Even the most beautiful, handsome hero or handsome heroine, they also become very not at all attractive by the end of their life. So that's called fleeting beauty. So this is not real beauty. Once you get attracted to the soul, it's really beautiful. Once you get attracted to Krishna, who is the real beautiful person? Okay. So what are the lessons from liquid beauty? Fleeting beauty of material body. Today it is there, tomorrow it is not there. Real beauty is the spiritual spark. One should not get attracted madly to this temporary beauty and forget the goal of life. The people get attracted to this temporary beauty and forget the goal of life because they think enjoying this beauty is the real goal of life. No. We cannot get full enjoyment. It's like chewing the bamboo stick. We cannot get sweetness out of it. But if you chew sugarcane juice, you can get sweetness. But just bamboo juice will not give us happiness. Similarly, just trying to enjoy this body and skin will not give us enjoyment. Real enjoyment is in serving Lord. See, mundane intellectuals and atheists, aesthetics, however, are deluded by the outward beauty and attraction of the relative truth and are unaware of the spiritual spark, which is both truth and beauty at the same time. Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. You heard that statement? What is it meaning? Satyam means Supreme Lord, so Supreme Truth, Paramasatya, is Shivam, is auspicious, and Sundaram, it is beautiful. So Supreme Truth is only beautiful. Truth is beautiful. Krishna is real truth. Satyam Param Dhimahi, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Krishna is Param Satya. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, Purusham Shashvatam, Divyam Adi Devam, Maram Vivam. So Lord Krishna is Supreme Brahman, Supreme Satya. He is beautiful. But mundane people, materialistic people, they are getting deluded by material beauty. Okay, that's called illusion. And as our Gokul was telling, that people get attracted only to the superficial beauty. So it is said that love at first sight, divorce at first sight. That's what happens, because people get attracted just by the skin, but not by the qualities. And the value system because of which they get married is also wrong. So that's why they divorce at first sight. I've seen many people love at first sight, they get love marriage, but then end up in divorce because the value, the purpose of marriage is not clear to them. It has just become pleasure. Purpose of marriage is not pleasure. Purpose of marriage is to practice dharma, practice spirituality. Okay, we'll discuss more about this at the end. See, material world versus spiritual world. Our material bodies belong to material world. Material body is perishable, full of ignorance and pain producing. So the spiritual body is permanent, full of knowledge and bliss producing. See, every part of our body can give pain, isn't it? As I was telling one of the previous sessions, you go to hospital, for every organ, there is a department. Means what? Every organ can create trouble to us. But spiritual body is permanent, full of knowledge and bliss producing. Soul can only produce happiness. And spirit soul belongs to spiritual world. So spiritual world is the real world, material world is a shadow of the spiritual world. So this is a verse from Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. Urdhamulam adashakham ashwatham prahuravyayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedaved. So the meaning is Urdhamulam, the roots are upwards. You see this photograph? Krishna is giving a puzzle here. You have to solve the puzzle. Urdhamulam adashakham, below are the branches. Ashwatham prahuravyayam, this is Ashwatha tree. Ashwatham is that which cannot be, is eternal tree. Okay? That's not Shashwatam tree. Ashwatham prahuravyayam, like you cannot measure it. Chandam siyasya paranani yastam veda sa vedavet. And the leaves of this tree are compared to the Vedic sounds. And one who knows this tree, he is in knowledge. Okay. Have anybody seen a tree which is upside down?
No, Prabhuji.
No? Okay. Anybody? Because no, Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, such a tree exists. How can Krishna?
Or in water reflection.
Prabhuji, actually banyan tree, Prabhuji, the roots are hanging from the branches.
But leaves are down?
No, Prabhuji, leaves are up.
So where is the tree where you find leaves down, branches down, and roots up? I think Ankit said, yes, Sujay wants to say something.
We find it on the any reflective surface like water.
Okay, correct. So, thank you. So Surya is right. We don't find this tree in reality, but we find the reflection. The tree, when it is reflected in the water, that is Urdhamulam Adashakam. So this is the tree, real tree above, and the below is the reflection actually. So reflection cannot exist without the original tree. And reflection is either on a glass or on a water. Here it is actually water. It's a lake. So on the bank of the lake, if there is a tree, then the tree gets reflected in the water. So the real tree is the spiritual world, and the reflection is the material world. So Krishna is comparing this material world as a reflection of the spiritual world. Reflection is real, but only it's temporary. Similarly, this material world is also real. It is existing because we are staying in this material world, but it is temporary. Bhutva, bhutva, praliyate. It is created and destroyed, created and destroyed. So this is what happens. So that's why this material world is called temporary world. For example, so there is real marble and there is fake marble. Similarly, our material body is temporary body, and the soul is a real body, real spiritual form. See, there is fake currency and real currency. Fake currency has no value. Real mango, fake mango. Spiritual beauty, material beauty. Right? So material world is a perverted reflection of the spiritual world. See, Krishna is so beautiful, but the child doesn't look so beautiful. Real mango, you can get juice out of it. Fake mango, you cannot get any taste out of it. It's just plastic. So in that way, this material pleasure is fake pleasure, but spiritual pleasure is real pleasure. That's what you have to understand. Blissful spiritual world where every moment is a festival. So the soul originally belongs to the spiritual world where, see what happens in spiritual world. Every word is a song. People don't talk there, they sing. So generally, when do we sing? When we are very happy. Then only we sing. Otherwise, we just talk. So here in spiritual world, everybody sings, means they're very happy. Every walk is a dance. When do people dance? When they're joyful. Water is like nectar. All living beings are pure. And there is no old age, disease, or death. So this is told in Brahma Samhita. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusha Kalpataravo Druma Bhumish Chinta Mani Ganamai Toyam Amritam Katha Ganam. Katha Ganam. So this talk is Ganam, singing. Natyam Gamanam Api. Walking is dance, Natyam. Vamshi Priyasaki. So they're always accompanied by flute, which they're playing and singing. Chidanandam Jyoti Tadap Paramaswadhyam Apicha. So that is Chidanandamaya Loka. So Sayatra Kshirabdi Shravati Surabhirashtus Mahan. So, and the wonderful rivers of nectarian milk also flowing there. So that is the spiritual world. Everything is blissful in the spiritual world. Usually we don't have experience of such a world. So that's why it may appear like imagination. But actually, such a spiritual world exists. Shastras speak about it. All the religions also speak about this. The Bible says the kingdom of God. Sanatana Dharma says it's Vaikuntha. Right? So every religion indicates about that. But Vedas give detailed knowledge about that. Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 2nd canto, give a lot of description. If you read 3rd canto, 15th chapter, description of the kingdom of God. It's a wonderful chapter. Brahmaji is describing the beauty of the spiritual world to the Chatuskumaras, to the demigods. So beautiful actually. So we are not experienced. So this is the place, our real place, and we have to go there. That is the goal of life, going back to Godhead. That's our real eternal home, where we can get unlimited and unending happiness. So that's the goal of our life, is to return back home, back to Godhead, and to play with Krishna, to be joyful in Krishna's presence. So then why does the soul leave the spiritual world and come to this material world? Right? That may be the question. Why? Why from there we came here? We came here because we disobeyed the laws of God, and we came here. Because this material world is like a prison house. So just like if somebody disobeys the laws of the government, he does a crime, then he's put in the jail. Similarly, somebody disobeys the order of the Lord in the spiritual world, or somebody doesn't cooperate with the will of the Lord. So the Lord says, okay, you want to compete with me? You don't want to cooperate with me? Okay, I'll give you another place where you can stay and you can control and you can be like me. So there's small envy when it creeps into the heart of the jiva, when he thinks, why only Krishna enjoys? Why not me also enjoy like him? I want to enjoy separately from him. So then Krishna says, okay, you take your own world. You come to this material world, you take your own body, you take your own family, you take your whole country, and you fulfill your desires. So that's how he sends here. And we here try to become controllers, but then we miserably fail. And then we realize, oh, I'm not the controller. Then we want to go back to God. So here is a comparison given between the country and the jail and the spiritual world and material world. For example, in a jail, so there's jail, jailkeeper, food, medicine. In the jail also they take care of the criminals. And sometimes they punish, they release, stay in state. So let's compare this. No? So jail is compared to material world and jailkeeper is Mayadevi. So two answers I'll give. So rest of the other things you can try to fill. Yes, you can tell now. You can give the options. Then I'll try. Let's see if it's correct.
Desires.
Okay, jail is material world. Jailkeeper is Maya Devi, Durga Devi, who takes care of this material world. See this Durga. The word Durga comes from Durga. Durga means fort. Like a jail is a fort. So Maya Devi's Durga takes care of the fort and will not allow anyone to escape out of the jail. So that's her duty. Okay. And in the jail, they give food. Yes, Rajesh was telling something. What is the food compared to?
Last desires.
Desires. Okay. No, it's very simple. No. In jail, they supply food. So what we are getting from Lord? We are getting
Prasada.
Yes.
Prasada.
Yeah, we are getting Lord's
Prasad.
prasad. Yeah, we are getting food
Prasad.
to eat. Yeah, correct. Thank you. So he's telling prasad. So in the sense that Lord provides for our body, we need to survive, so we need to eat. So Lord is giving fruits, all those things. In jail, if you get sick, Vaishali Mataji, we are not able to hear your voice. Hare Krishna. Okay, in the jail, if you get sick, Hare Krishna, is my voice clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. In the jail, we get medicine if we get sick. So what Lord is providing for us in this world?
Ayurveda.
Yeah, he's giving us Ayurvedic herbs. Like nowadays, Corona is there, so people gargle with turmeric. We take all the kada and everything. So that's for health. He's giving herbs. And we get a dress. When you go to jail, you get a dress with stripes and number is written on 420, like that. So what is the dress we get in this material world? What the soul gets? Correct, body. Yes, body. And there are 84 lakh types of bodies. So whips. Sufferings, correct.
Fin.
Yeah, there are actually 6 whips. Hunger, thirst, lamentation, illusion, and jara mrityu. The 6 whips are there. 6 sufferings which you undergo. Release from the jail.
Prabhuji Mukti.
Moksha.
Yeah, moksha, going back to Godhead. Stay in the state. Okay, now you came out of the jail and you're staying in the country with your family. What is that compared to? What is staying in the state compared to?
Secure. I mean,
no, you got released. You got released from the jail, and now you're coming and staying with your family happily.
Freedom. He got the freedom, and he secured
Krishna
with the
conscious people
Yes.
around.
Okay, Krishna conscious devotees. You are staying with devotees in the spiritual world. Yes, stay in the spiritual world. And laws of the state. Like we obey the laws of the government after coming outside. Similarly, we should obey the laws of
4 principles.
Laws of nature.
no, laws of not nature, laws of God, laws of Krishna in the spiritual world. Okay, and in the state there is Prime Minister. Okay, so who is the Prime Minister? It's God,
Supreme
Krishna.
God
Krishna.
Krishna.
Yes, so this is a comparison. So between the jail and the spiritual world. So jail is compared to material world, and the release from the jail, living in the state, is compared to living in the spiritual world. So now the soul is in the jail. You have to get out of the jail and go back to spiritual world. So that's the goal of life. Okay. So the same question, continuing the same topic. Why does the soul leave spiritual world and come to material world? Example is given here. A boy may adamantly want a car. Thus a father gives him a pedaling car to satisfy him. He gives a toy car because he cannot drive a original big car. He is not fit. Similarly, the soul comes to this material world to enjoy, to imitate.
Prabhuji, and even he is not authorized.
Yeah, he has no license also. Okay. Similarly, the soul comes to this material world to try to imitate God for a while till he realizes his position as servant of God. And when somebody says, "No, I want to become like you, Krishna. I want to compete with you," and Krishna says, "Acha, okay, try." Then he sends us to material world and we try to control matter, control things. But when we see that it's out of control, we cannot even control our body. What to speak of controlling the world, right? When morning pressure comes, you have to run to the bathroom, right? So this Vegas also we cannot control. Now, how to control the whole world, right? So it's difficult. So then you'll realize, oh, I'm a tiny jiva. I'm a servant. I made a mistake. Let me go back to God and surrender to Him. So then he goes back to God. So we came to this world because of independent desire to enjoy separately from Krishna. So that's the main root cause. So again, coming back to the example of fish. Like you give fish everything, but the fish cannot be happy. It just needs water. You put the fish in water, it is blissful. Similarly, the soul can be happy only in the spiritual world, not in the material world, with any amount of luxuries and comforts. Even if you become a Karodpati, Arabpati, Karapati, still you cannot have peace of mind. Right? Even the most richest people in the world are in full anxiety because their money can be stolen at any time. People are waiting, when to get that money and then enjoy. So they're also in anxiety. So real peace and happiness will come when we are in the spiritual world. Like this child, yes, he is a billionaire's son, but he has lost his father. Now he's roaming in the streets and crying, and he has no food to eat. Right? So he doesn't know how to work also. He's crying. Right? But when he again meets his father, then father will take care of him. He'll be peaceful, shanti. Right? Similarly, we also have forgotten our spiritual father and now we have to work hard like asses to fulfill our needs. Our father is Karodpati, not Karodpati, Lakshmipati, Krishna. He is our master. So if we surrender to him, then what shortage is there? He will take care of everything. Sadai Bhag, everything, like father's property belongs to the son, if the son is obedient to the father. Similarly, all Krishna's spiritual world is our place, it's our home. But if we rebel against Krishna, then we come to this material world. But if we surrender to Krishna, we again are happily serving Krishna in the spiritual world. So we have to again change our consciousness from rebelling from Krishna to serving Krishna.
Prabhuji, there's one question. Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
When we are in spiritual world, when it is our home, then why do we have this feeling of competition? Because this is conditioned to body and it is in material world, right?
Yeah.
If we have competition, we have envy, we have jealousy. Why does that quality come when we are completely pure there? Why it comes there?
See, Krishna is giving us some independence. Like in your home also, your father will not fully control you. He gives some independence because he loves. Because the father loves you, he gives some independence. So Krishna loves us, so he gives some independence. Okay, and that independence he will never take away. And he always keeps it with us. And he wants us to make a choice. We ourselves have to make the choice of serving Krishna. He never forces us. So because of that free will which we have, the jiva, we may sometimes choose not to serve Krishna because of that free will. So that misuse of free will becomes the cause of our suffering. Then one may ask the question, why did Krishna give free will? Because he loves us. He has given us free will. True love is not forced. True love is never forced. So that's why Krishna gives us free will to exhibit his love. But we should properly use that free will to serve the Lord. And sometimes the Father will give free will to you, independence to you. But if you use that independence properly to serve the Father will give more independence. For example, if Father gives you 1,000 rupees, okay, and you use it properly, you spend it properly and give all the accounts to the Father will be very happy. Tomorrow he'll give the whole chavi. Okay, take care of all my property. But if the father sees that no, this child is taking 1,000 rupees, he's going out and smoking, drinking, doing all nonsense, and from next year onwards, okay, 100 rupees, no 1,000 rupees. Whatever is required, that much and I'll give, no more. So you'll restrict the freedom. So that free will is given to the son, and the son, how he uses the free will, accordingly, the father will reciprocate. So that's how Krishna also does. Does it answer your question?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you.
So that free will is our commodity, and Krishna doesn't force us. Okay. Yeah. So we'll go ahead then. So when you revive our relationship with Father, we become truly happy. Father is waiting. Although because of our independent attitude, Krishna sent us here. Krishna is not happy sending us here. He wants us to be there. But he wants us to make the choice of being with Krishna. He doesn't force you be here. Sit simply here, sit in the corner and do whatever I say. No, he doesn't say like that. He says, you make the choice. I want you to come. And so much so that Krishna also comes with us to the material world as Paramatma in the heart. In everybody has heart, Paramatma is there. And he is guiding us. Hey, come back to me, come back to me. And those who listen to the voice of Paramatma, they are guided back to spiritual world. But some people, they ignore the voice of Paramatma and then keep enjoying the pleasures of this world, and they get more and more entangled. But still Krishna doesn't leave. We're hoping against hope. Krishna is there in the heart, always to bring us back. And when a devotee comes back, then Krishna embraces him and welcomes him to the spiritual world. There's a photograph of Gopa Kumara. Of course, there's a long story. There's a real story written by Sanatana Goswami. So when he comes back, Krishna welcomes. See, all the parts of the tree are nourished by watering the root. The person is putting the water at the root. All the parts of the body get strength by feeding the stomach. All the souls of the Lord are happy only by serving the Lord. So that is the way. Now, can the hand enjoy independently? Okay, gulab jamun, I will enjoy. I will not go to the stomach. I will only enjoy. No, he cannot eat. If hand wants to get the nourishment from that gulab jamun, there is a way he has to put to the mouth. It has to go to the stomach. Then the stomach will distribute the energy all over the body. Similarly, the soul wants to become happy. He cannot separately become happy. He has to serve the Lord, and in turn he will become happy. So that's the connection. Okay. So the spirit souls in the spiritual world derive great joy in loving service of the Lord. The Hanuman story is given here. And Hanuman did so much service for the pleasure of Lord Ram, and he was happy, blissful. Right? So that great joy we should find in serving the Lord. Soul is a cooperator and not competitor of God. They should very clearly understand. Like some people want to compete with God. They call themselves as God. But in India, many people call themselves as God. When they call themselves God, then they die and go also. So in this way, they try to compete, but competitor cannot survive. We can be happy only as a cooperator with Krishna. Like Ram wanted to make a bridge. And Hanuman said, yes, we will help you. We will make. Then Lord engaged everybody in making the bridge. So that they cooperate in the will of the Lord, then they enjoy. The soul is a dependent servant of God, not independent master. Yeah. See, the real pleasure in the spiritual world, but the reflection you see, not in the material world, where he chases after mirage of material pleasure and gets cheated. Eating, mating, sleeping, defending. That's not real pleasure. We need to do it to maintain the body, but that is not real pleasure. Our real pleasure should be in chanting Hare Krishna, in reading Bhagavad Gita, hearing about Krishna, serving Krishna. That is real pleasure. That will purify our heart. These activities will purify our heart and take us back to God. Right? So till now we discussed the material world is temporary and miserable, spiritual world is blissful. Now, how to go to spiritual world? What we should do? So we should follow this formula called ABCDE formula. Okay. Let's see what is this ABCD formula. Yeah. So you have to align with Krishna and read Bhagavad Gita. Right. Let's go to A. So how to align with God and nature? By ABCD formula. A stands for association. Association means Sangha. So when we are in good Sangha, devotional Sangha, then we will be getting spiritual thoughts. Like we are all associating now together. So there is an association. Of course, we are not physically associating, but we are virtually associating. But that is also association. Then books, then chanting, then diet, Krishna Prasad, and then engagement, seva. So A is for association. If you have good association, it will take you up, and bad association will take you down. And you know that story of the two parrots? There are two parrots. One parrot was sold to a butcher, and another was sold to a saintly king. So after some days, the person who had sold the parrot, he went to see both the parrots. And when he went to the butcher's place, the parrot said, "Pakado, kato, khao." It was talking the language of the butcher. But here, again, he went to the home of the saintly person. And then the parrot said, "Oh, please come. Please sit. Our master has gone out. He'll just come. Till the time I will recite some shlokas of Bhagavad Gita for you." And parrot started reciting some shlokas. Since there's a parrot, then how come both their brothers, how come they became so different? That's because of association. Because of association, they became like that. Right? So if a calf makes friends with another calf, he will drink milk. But if the calf makes friends with a pig, he will eat stool. A dirty animal. So we become what we associate with. If we associate with devotees, we'll be happy and pure like a devotee. If somebody
Prabhuji, a
associates
person
with
is recognized by his association.
yeah,
Prabhuji, a person is recognized by his association.
yes, correct. It is also said you are an average of 5 people whom you associate with. Right? If you want to know what is your character, then you have to see whom you are 5 people whom you are associating with daily. That you are an average of them. One quote like that. You tell me your friends, I tell you who you are. Like that, there's another quote. That is association, very important. So that's why in tomorrow is very important session, because at the end of the session, we'll be making some plan for regular association with senior devotees also. So please come tomorrow. We'll make the plan of how to associate, how to actually follow these things. We'll make a plan for that. And B for books. Just as there are authorized universities, teachers, and books, in spiritual circles also, we have authorized books coming in parampara. Right? So what are these books? Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. There are the books. So Bhagavad Gita is most important. We read Bhagavad Gita first. And after that, we read Bhagavatam and other books of Srila Prabhupada. So Bhagavad Gita is song of God, the divine message of Lord Krishna to all of us. It is God's manual to humans to awaken loving remembrance of Lord and safely return back to God. So it's Krishna's love letter or love song for us, inviting us, come back to this spiritual, come back to spiritual world. And Bhagavad Gita has got 700 shlokas, and every shloka is so wonderful, and so much depth of knowledge is there in every shloka. So we should practice it. Then we can go back to God. Can somebody read this paragraph? Yes, Om Saraf, can you?
While books in Parampara repeat word of God and can take us back to God, man-made books which emerge from the
Speculative.
from the speculative brains will mislead us. Choose the right books to read regularly and attain the ultimate perfection in your life.
Yeah. So we have to read. See, there are so many books, novels, and there are newspapers, there are magazines, there are even digital magazines. So we should choose what kind of books to read. We should read spiritual books like Gita, Bhagavad, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Then chanting, right? Chanting Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. And chanting on japa beats and counting Hare Krishna Mahamantra is proven method of gaining peace of mind, satisfaction, and happiness. This is Mataji's chanting. Right? See, in olden days also, Dhruva chanted Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Valmiki, he was so sinful, he could not chant Rama. So Narada told you chant Mara. Mara, 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 Mara. So Mara became Ram. And he got purified. So Valmiki became a great saint. Mrigari, the hunter, he chanted Hare Krishna and he became purified. Hippies in the West, they chanted Hare Krishna mantra. They also became purified. So chanting is a very powerful process. We should do this. We cannot underestimate the power of chanting. It's very powerful. If you do it right, you will feel the benefit. The sound is the subtlest element which has the ability to reach the subtle mind. Okay, sound, Hare Krishna mantra can reach the mind. Modern day media bombardment makes the mind miserable. See, hearing the rock sound, boom, 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 it disturbs the mind and body so much. So one should hear soothing Hare Krishna music, then mind will become calm. Some of you had asked yesterday. I told our volunteers to select some particular tunes and they'll send it to you. So you can hear them. It's very beautiful. So pure spiritual sound of Hare Krishna mantra purifies the mind of all impurities. Yanna mashruti matrena puman bhavati nirmalaha. That's by chanting, the person becomes purified. And after chanting, there is diet. What kind of food we eat. You are what you eat, right? So one should be very careful what one is putting in the mouth. We should not put anything and everything in the mouth. Just like you cannot put petrol in a diesel car or diesel in a petrol car. Car will get spoiled. Similarly, you cannot put anything and everything in the mouth. We have to be very careful what we are putting in the mouth. So we should put pure food, vegetarian food. One should avoid eggs, meat, fish, and non-veg items. And one should eat only sattvic food. And so that also preferably after offering to Krishna. So then that prasad is called sanctified food. And then that will purify us. So every food has got three parts. The first part, which turns into blood and is distributed to whole body from the heart, right? That nourishment which is given to the body. Second part turns into stool and urine and flushed out of the system. Third part goes to the brain producing consciousness depending on the type of food. Right? If the food is cooked by a pure person, and we will also become pure. If food is cooked with love, we also will experience that love. If somebody is cooking with anger, then after eating that food, we'll also become angry. If somebody cooking with greed, we'll also get greedy desires. It's very natural. So one should be very careful what he is eating and from whom he is eating. So one should avoid eating junk food. Of course, lockdown is a blessing in that sense. You cannot eat anything outside here and there. So you have to cook at home and eat. So that's good. You cook your own food and eat, or eat food cooked by people with love and offer to Krishna. That is prasad. If food is in sattva, rajas or tamas, it accordingly produces good or bad effects. Yeah, so it's called prasadam. Food which is offered to Krishna, and Krishna glances at that food and then accepts the food through his eyes. It's called naivedya. When you offer naivedya, a very nicely made plate of naivedya to Lord, and when you offer it love, then Lord glances on it and accepts the food through the glance and then gives his mercy. That mercy is called prasad. Just by eating prasad, we can make spiritual progress. Yeah, prasad is Lord's grace on us to help us control our mind and senses and advance in Bhakti Yoga. So A, B, C, D, and then E, engagement. Everyone is talented in some field by Lord's grace. You can engage in some service for Lord's pleasure. That everybody has some talent. Somebody is a good singer, somebody is a good writer. Arjuna is a warrior. He was fighting. He fought for Krishna. Like if somebody is a soldier in the Indian army, he can fight for Krishna. A squirrel assisted in building the bridge to Lanka and attracted Lord Ram's grace. So even a small, tiny squirrel can also render service. So बड़ा छोटा नहीं है भगवान की सेवा में. Every seva is same. A fruit vendor lady lovingly gave all her fruits to Krishna, and in turn Krishna filled her basket with jewels. Right? See, a student can study for Krishna and get good marks. A computer specialist can make posters and softwares for Krishna's program, like this nice PPT is made, and posters and videos are made. So that is service of Krishna, isn't it? A singer can sing for pleasure of Krishna, like George Harrison was singing for pleasure of Krishna. A cook can cook nice items offered to Krishna and distribute prasad. In our temple, we make delicious items offered to Krishna and we distribute to devotees. A decorator can decorate the temple hall by using his talent. So in this way, we can use all our talents in service of the Lord. By all this service, we can easily please the Lord and get His mercy. Okay, this is another poem written by Radheshyam Prabhu. Oh my Lord, true beauty. So we'll end with this. Oh my Lord, true beauty, but I am so very naughty to forget your eternal loving service, to venture into thrills, turning into perils. It's Maya's abode, nothing but a jail. So this world is compared to jail, and I come here for thrill, but I went into so many perils. Skin deep material beauty withers away quickly. It is nothing more than a water in the mirage. O Lord, my true master, with such a sweet nature, our eternal relation is Sachidananda. Let me purify my heart and glorify my Lord with my body, mind, words, and soul. In times of despair and times of weather fair, I will never leave your soothing shelter. Chanting your holy names, praising your divine forms, I'll bring all suffering souls to thy feet. To the world of mirth and merry, free from any worry, I'll bring them into your holy company. See here the devotee is praying that not only I want to go back to Godhead, but I want to take others also. Right? For example, if a child is lost and you see that the child is crying, you may give him food, but he'll eat the food and after some time again he'll start crying. But how long can you keep feeding? So best service is you take the child and give him to the father. Search out where is the father and give it to him. Then he'll be fully happy. Similarly, what are sadhus doing on this world? What are the representatives of God doing in this world? They're coming and distributing the message of God and trying to connect these lost souls back to God. So that's the greatest service. So all the acharyas, all the saints, they're doing this job of giving the message of Krishna to the people and connecting them back to the real Father Krishna. So that is service which is very, very pleasing to Krishna. So that's called as preaching. Okay. So in today's session, we basically discussed that material world is miserable, our real world is spiritual world, and we have to go back to the spiritual world by practicing A, B, C, D, E. And tomorrow we will see more about this. So please come tomorrow. I'll be introducing some more senior people to all of you, and we'll also make the plan for the future. What we'll be doing in the future. Okay. So thank you so much. And tomorrow's session will be initial 40 minutes, 45 minutes. I'll be speaking about if God is one, and why there are so many religions. Okay, so that's the topic for tomorrow. If God is one, then why so many religions? So we'll try to see the essence of all the religions, the true unity in diversity. That we'll try to see tomorrow, 40 minutes, and then we'll have discussion about what to do in the future. So now coming to question, Girish, who was that? Who had asked the question? Gokul, right? Gokul is here. Okay. I think Gokul had asked the question about that. Still, I will answer it. So, currently, people are getting attracted to the superficial beauty, and he was also telling about divorces. Yeah, this is unnatural. This is a Western culture which is coming, where people are more attracted to the superficial beauty, and because they don't know the purpose of staying together, they don't know the purpose of marriage, they eventually get divorced. And people are now coming with the philosophy that, okay, if anyway you want to get divorced, then you have to get married. So there is something called a live-in relationship which is coming, where they just stay together based on agreement and there is no marriage. So this is very, very detrimental because there is no family society, family culture there. There is no security either for the boy nor for the girl, and there is no security for the children who come from that relationship. So it is a very artificial, temporary relationship, which is not at all good. But unfortunately, that kind of culture is coming in India. But so, what should be the purpose of marriage? The purpose of marriage should be that husband and wife, they come together for the purpose of cooperating with each other, so that they both can advance in spiritual life. So there are some people, like you can say Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, Ramanacharya, and many other sannyasis who didn't need marriage. So because they felt, I can alone continue my spiritual life and not only practice spiritual life, but I can preach. So such people don't get married and they continue practicing spiritual life. So they're called as sannyasis, or some Naishtika brahmacharis. They continue the life throughout. But most of the people, they need a partner, they need marriage. And the purpose of marriage was to regulate sense enjoyment so that one can get purified and one can focus on Krishna conscious principles, keep Krishna as the center of the home and continue one's practice at home. So that is the purpose, not the pleasure. Pleasure was secondary. So when this is the purpose of marriage, then that marriage will be ideal marriage. So, but now because of propaganda from media, movies, and serials, so this bad culture is coming into India, which is not good. Okay, so there are many other questions coming here in the chat. What is the difference between soul and Paramatma? Srivatsa Ananda is asking. See, soul is tiny, but Paramatma is God. Soul is Jiva, Paramatma is Paramam is big, super soul.
Prabhuji, it's like a piece of apple from a whole apple.
Yeah, you may say like that, but not exactly like that, because the piece is a piece. But because when you take a piece from the apple gets reduced. But here it is not like that. So you can compare it to sun and the sunrise. That's a better analogy given in Shastra. Surya Kana Sama. So this Paramatma is like God is like super soul is like sun, and we are like tiny sparks or the light of the sun. I am aware of what is happening in my body. If my ant is crawling on my head, I can come to know. Right? But I cannot come to know in others' body what is happening, isn't it? But Paramatma can come to know what is happening in my body, his body, everybody's body. So this is Paramatma's power. He is super conscious. Our consciousness is limited to this body only, not beyond this body. But Paramatma's consciousness is there everywhere. So that is the difference. There is another question by. I have heard that if someone is fair in color, she has donated gold in his past life. So that's why he is fair in color. So what is there for tall in Hinduism? I don't know. I don't know. Of course, whatever body beauty we are getting is because of past karma only. So, but whatever we are, we should be happy with it and try to not get another body. Let's end this body, this life, and go back to spiritual world in the spiritual body. So no need to worry much about what I was there in the past, what karma I had done because of which I got this body. Past is past. Now let's focus on the present and plan for the future. So we should chant Hare Krishna, purify our heart so that we don't get neither golden body, nor a white body, nor a fair body, nor handsome body. We should get spiritual body. That should be our goal. Yeah. Anuradha Madhuri, do we have to chant some mantra before offering prasadam? Yes, we offer prasadam. There is mantras I can share with you in the group. So we chant Prabhupada Pranati mantra. नमो विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणि निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशधारिणे. So we chant that mantra and then we chant mantra for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Paripadati Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namni Gauratisya. Then Namo Brahmanya Devaya. This is very important. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Go Brahmanitaya cha Jagadithaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo. So we offer this. This is the mantra for Krishna. And then we chant Hare Krishna mantra and request the Lord, oh Lord, please accept this. So we have to offer prasad bhoga to Krishna through Guru. Okay. So we chant Prabhupada's mantra, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then Krishna. And that's how we offer. We don't directly give to Krishna. We offer through the Guru, because Guru is the one who is dear to Krishna. We don't have any qualification to offer to Krishna. Krishna may not even look at it. But if we request Guru, please offer, then Guru is dear to Krishna. Right? When Guru says, Krishna will accept it. So that's how Guru offers our service to Krishna. So service should be done through Guru. So that is the system.
Have to keep tulsi patta.
Yeah, Tulsi also we have to keep before offering. We have to keep Tulsi and offer it to the Lord. Yeah. So can menstruating women have prasad? You can honor prasad, but generally they avoid offering bhoga or doing naivedya or doing decoration of the Lord. So that kind of service is avoided. Chanting, honoring prasadam, reading Bhagavatam, that all can go on. There's no restriction for Bhagavata Vidhi. Chanting, reading, hearing, there's no restriction. But one can avoid direct service which involves touching the deity and serving in the deity room. Biswajita, what is the ultimate goal in this spiritual path as you are doing a lot of sacrifice? Why did you shade your head? Is there any scientific reason behind it? So there is spiritual reason behind this. So yeah, I joined this movement because I felt that this is the moment which I can help and serve nicely here. I did my engineering, electronics and communication in RB College, Bangalore, almost 12 years back completed. Then I was working in IBM for 4 years. And then I did software job. Good career it was. But then there was also calling coming from inside to know more about spiritual life, to read Bhagavad Gita. I was also reading from childhood only many books about yogis, about different spiritual masters. But then when I read Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is, and I heard the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita as it is from Srila Prabhupada and his followers, it really convinced. And this is the answer to all the questions. And then when I went more and more deeply studying these books, then I felt, hey, this is wonderful. So I want to dedicate my life to this message. And this is the highest service. No? Like people want to become rich, people want to become famous, people want to earn money, they want to have family, they want to do so many things. But I felt this is a better cause than doing all those things by which I can serve people. Instead of sitting on laptop and writing some code or testing something for some company which is doing sense gratification. Okay, so I felt this is a better service which I can do by sharing knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, spiritual knowledge. And how many people are doing this? Very handful of people. And so much need is there all over the world, people wanting. In this lockdown, we had experienced so many people. Right now, this day after tomorrow, we're starting Kannada batch. Already, we have got 600 registrations. I was wondering now, so much interest is there now. 600 people have registered, and it is growing. It will touch 1,000, I guess, in the next 2 days. So many people are interested because that time is right now. Because so much suffering is there around. There is no solution. Now they are turning towards Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. Here is solution. So I felt this is a better service, highest service which we can do. So that's why I dedicated my life to this. since last 15 years, I'm connected to this movement and I'm serving. And service is going on increasing day by day. And shaving the head, the significance is generally people think that when you have long hair, you're beautiful, and people think that and a lot of time consciousness goes in maintaining the hair and all those things. So there's a shastra say that giving up the hair is a sign of giving up our ahankara, giving up our beauty or ego. So lavanyam kesha dharanam, people think that long hair is beautiful. So that's why people shave their head. People go to Tirupati and offer their hair. The meaning is what? I offer my ahankar to the Lord. I offer my beauty to the Lord. So that's the meaning. Yeah. Hare Krishna, can you send other book for reading? We complete the book. Okay. I'll immediately send it after this session. Okay. Thanks for reminding. Sanjana says, thank you. Rajesh says, bro, excited for tomorrow. Yeah, me too.
Who is the Kirtan?
Kirtan. Okay. I have told our volunteer to compile a set of Kirtan links and send in the group. So he'll be doing it soon.
Prabhuji, even I have joined the Kannada group.
Oh, good. Thank you. You are one of the most enthusiastic participants. Yeah, Shivat is asking, Paramatma in our heart, you said, right? How is it different from the soul? You see, Paramatma and soul both are in the heart only region. If you compare the body to a tree and the heart to a branch, so there are two birds sitting on the branch. One is Atma and one is Paramatma. And the Atma is trying to enjoy the fruits of this tree, which is compared to material pleasures and material pains, but he's not happy. And Paramatma is simply sitting and watching what he's doing. His witness. Upadrashta, Anamanta, Bharta, Bhokta, Maheshwara, Paramatma, Chapitto, Desmin, Purusha Paraha. It's that Paramatma is just watching what he's doing. And he's helping the parrot, other bird. But the other bird is busy trying to enjoy happiness, but ultimately gets frustrated. And Paramatma is waiting when he will turn to me. As soon as the bird turns to him, Paramatma says, Chalo, come back to world. So Lord is coming with us just so that he can help us take back to God. So both are there in the region of the heart. So we have two souls. One is Atma, one is Paramatma. So Paramatma is like global Paramatma. He knows everything happening in the like global variable and local variable in computer language we have. So Lord Paramatma knows everything about everybody. But soul can only know what is happening in my body. So that's the difference.
Prabhuji, who will be taking the class of shlokas?
Not me. There is another devotee, our student, he is taking. And we have many students who are taking shloka classes, valuation classes. So some classes I take, but our students are taking some of the classes. Okay. Yeah. Similarly, you also, all of you are there attending nicely. So you should also understand this philosophy very nicely, get experienced. Then you also should start doing this good work of spreading this knowledge. And those who are interested, we train them. We train them in speaking. We train them in philosophy. We train them how to answer the doubts and all those things. And one can also continue this legacy of teaching, isn't it? Yeah. Guruji, after marriage, realize life and material world, can we avoid family and continue spiritual? Is it good karma or bad karma? See, after getting married, he's asking, after getting married, we realize this world is miserable and we want to avoid family and continue spiritual. Is it good or bad? See, the impetus for renunciation should not be irresponsibility. That should be clear. So when a person is renouncing, he should take a higher responsibility to renounce the lower responsibility. So generally there are two ways. There are 4 ashramas, brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, sannyasa. So from brahmachari ashrama, a person gets training in brahmachari life. In the Vedic Gurukul, this was the system. In the first 25 years, you get brahmachari training. And after brahmachari training, one will decide, okay, I'll get married or I'll continue like brahmachari. So those who continue as brahmachari, they directly take sannyas and they don't get married and they just do spiritual activities. Naishtika brahmacharis. Many acharyas like Shankaracharya, Madhvacharya, they were like that. They took sannyas at the age of 10, 12 like that. And there are others who get married at the age of 25 and stay in the family life at least for 25, 30 years up to the age of 50. So that is grahastha life. So grahastha life, he gets married, he has wife, children, he has to take responsibility of children and the wife till the children are grown up. And the children are capable of taking care of the wife. Okay. Now, wife is also grown up and she's elderly now. So once the children are capable of taking care of the mother, then the husband, if he has really got such a desire to dedicate one's life to spiritual activities, then he can, with the permission, informing the family, then he can retire from material activities. Then he can do more spiritual activities. That's called vanaprastha. So 50 to 75 was called vanaprastha stage. So where the person can continue staying at home with his wife, but no material responsibilities. The children take care of all the family responsibilities, and the father focuses fully on spiritual activities. And then if his desire is more strong that I want to go out and preach and give this message to everybody, then he takes sannyas, where he leaves home and then goes out to preach. So that is allowed. But irresponsible renunciation is not allowed. Okay. Prabhuji, we chant this mantra while offering maybe the Om Pranaya Swaha Om. Yeah, that is there. That is traditional way of doing things, where one offers the food to all the pranas and also to Paramatma. They also chant Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dihamajatam. They chant this Bhagavad Gita shloka also. So that is another way. But generally in ISKCON, we directly offer to Krishna. Okay, we offer the plate directly to Krishna, and Krishna accepts it. So instead of offering to Paramatma in the heart, we offer to the Lord directly, and then it becomes prasad. We take it. So no need to offer that offered prasad to pranas and all those things. Can you please send today's? Yeah, Shrikar will send. He is our coordinator. He will send it. Thank you, Puruji, for your services. Hats off to you. Thank you, Vishwajit, for receiving our service. So your I think auntie connected you to us. So thanks to her also. Yeah, you're from Shimoga, right? Okay. Now, sir, can you tell some fast ways to connect to Krishna? A, B, C, D. These are the 5 fast ways: association, books, chanting, diet, and engagement. These are the 5 ways.
Prabhuji, can you send the link of quiz 6?
Yes, yes. Our Shrikar Pro has a quiz link. He will send it. Okay. Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes, Uday Prabhuji. Yes.
How is Bhagavad Gita different from Bhagavata? What does Bhagavad Gita cover and what does Bhagavata cover?
Yeah. See, Bhagavad Gita is part of Mahabharata. So just at the beginning of Bhishma Parva, this beginning of battle, Bhagavad Gita was spoken when Arjuna was in tension. And Arjuna was thinking of giving up his responsibility and running away. So at that time, Krishna, to encourage Arjuna to do his duty properly, Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. So that discussion happened in 700 slokas, which are later divided into 18 chapters. So these 18 chapters contain is the Bhagavad Gita. The 700 slokas took about 1 hour to discuss between Krishna and Arjuna. So here Krishna is speaking about himself to Arjuna and dispelling. Actually, Arjuna asking questions and Krishna is giving answers, the question answers. So, and in this question answer discussion, all the truths, all knowledge you want to know is given here in sutra form. Okay. And then Bhagavatam was spoken later after Mahabharata, when Shukdev Goswami, when actually Yudhishthira Maharaj grandson is Parikshit Maharaj. So when Parikshit Maharaj was cursed to die in 7 days, so at that time he decides to quit his body and he comes on the bank of Ganga and he's sitting. At that time, Shukadeva Goswami comes and speaks about Krishna to Parikshit Maharaj for 7 days and 7 nights. So that discussion which happened between Shukadeva and Parikshit, that is Srimad Bhagavatam, and which is mainly about Krishna. Okay, so Bhagavad Gita is by Krishna and Bhagavatam is about Krishna, and that Bhagavatam is 18,000 shlokas. Okay, so I have one copy which I am reading right now. This 8th canto Bhagavatam. So I'm studying this. So there are about 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. Okay. I hope that answers your question.
I have one question.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay, Udaipurji. You're from Bangalore, Udaipur?
Yeah, I'm from Bangalore.
Okay, which area?
I'm very close to your ISKCON here. I'm in Purnaprajna layout.
Oh, very near. What do you do?
I work in IT industry.
Okay. So please come sometime. You can meet us.
Yeah, I've come a couple of times, but because of this lockdown, I'm not able to come now.
Okay. Yeah, after lockdown, we can try to meet.
Yeah,
yes.
Definitely.
Gokul is asking, Hare Krishna, Gokul is asking, for my question, I didn't get answer. I answered your question first. Please look for you, but you're not there. So we answered your question in the beginning about marriage. Yeah. Anuradha has a question.
Said like after the Gruhasthashram, the men can renounce and go for the preaching. So what about that wife or woman if she wants to if she wants to take the sannyas or do some service for the Lord or some preaching?
Yeah.
So what about that?
Yeah, there are many sadhvis also. So after the children are grown up, then husband and wife together can take vanaprastha. Okay, you see Prithu Maharaj and Archi. So Prithu Maharaj and his wife Archi both went to the forest and both did tapasya in the forest. So you'll see Yudhishthira Maharaj when he went to the forest, Draupadi also followed. So in this way, husband and wife together used to go to forest. So that's called vanaprastha. And they focus their full energy in serving Krishna. And if husband wants to take sannyas and he fully depends on the Lord and wants to travel everywhere and preach, so at that time the wife can either choose to stay with the grown-ups children, or she also, if she is so confident and she has the desire, she can also follow the path of a sadhvi and go into the forest and do tapasya and perfect her life. So options are there. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So, any other question? Okay.
Prabhuji, initiation has to be taken from Mayapur?
Mayapur?
Yeah. Is it has to be taken only from Mayapur, or what is the
Generally,
process?
in ISKCON, there is a system of initiation. Generally, people who are chanting 16 rounds of Hare Krishna, at least for 1 year, and they have followed all the regulative principles: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication, no gambling, intoxication including tea, coffee, onion, garlic, so all that for at least 1 year. Then they can apply for initiation through the counselors whom they are connected. And then the scrutinizing committee will conduct some interviews and exams. And after they clear that, so then the request is sent to the spiritual masters. There are about 90 gurus in ISKCON all over the world. So one has to specify from whom one wants to take initiation. So if he's like in India, we have His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj, His Holiness Loknath Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj. So many are there in India, and abroad also so many are there. So one is inspired by some spiritual master, then one appeals. And then when the spiritual master wills, at his own will, free will, it's not that Guru is obliged to give. If he feels inspired by Paramatma, then he can be. Okay, so that is the system of initiation. So if you are looking for that, then
What is
there is
the
a
difference?
so there is a course called IDC, ISKCON Disciples Course. Okay, so you can attend it. So when we conduct in the future, it happens. So then you can attend. Then you'll get more information about initiation. Okay.
Prabhuji, how is the life different after taking initiation and before initiation? As we all are working in this mundane life, we have been going through this materialistic life with we think that we have a lot of responsibilities. So what is the way, as in a family, when you know that maybe only one person is there who is going through this and others may or may not join us later and all this. So how to go ahead in this path?
Yeah, so valid concern. So one should at least have a favorable surroundings, not very difficult surroundings for practicing Krishna consciousness. So one can make that kind of setting so that he can he or she can comfortably practice support of the husband, support of the children in the community. If it is there, that's better. Otherwise, it may be a little difficult to continue the practice. And the life after initiation will be much better because for spiritual life, because one feels more connected to the parampara. It is like plugging the power plug into the socket. So when you are plugged in, then you get the power. So initiation is like official connection to the Guru Shishya Parampara. Yeah. So for that you will need guidance. So are you connected to some senior devotee or mentor?
Prabhuji, you know Rukmani Nath Prabhu?
Rukmani Ranga Krishna Prabhu?
Rukmani Nath Prabhu from Guwahati.
Oh, Guwahati. So you are from which place, Mataji?
Though I'm from Bangalore, I'm residing at Bangalore. But my brother, who is right now, he has taken the initiation. He's Rukmani Nath Prabhu.
Okay,
And
okay,
I think
okay.
he knows you, so not very sure.
Okay, he's your brother. Okay.
Yes. So he has his guru is Jaipataka Swami Prabhu.
Okay, okay, wonderful. So you have a very good brother as a guide. It's wonderful. So you can take his guidance, and you can also have some senior family grahasthas. Tomorrow I'll introduce one family. So you should be in touch with them. So take regular guidance. So that's why you have two separate groups. One for ladies and families, one for boys, so that their needs can be addressed and their concerns can be addressed. So it will make your spiritual life more easier.
But Prabhuji, I still feel that no, I have my path is to this one little complicated and difficult, and I think I myself is not very spiritually motivated to that level. I really want to go ahead in this, but then I feel that I'm such a Baddha Jeev over here, so there is a lot which I have to learn.
Yeah, that's
Really
true. There's
learn.
lot to be learned, lot to be done, but with proper guidance and training, it is surely possible to achieve the goal.
Prabhuji, that's true that Krishna is in all of art like Brahma, Indra or some all.
Yes, he is in everybody's heart. In Brahma's heart also, Indra's heart also. Krishna is Paramatma in everybody's heart.
Even Brahma took Krishna's friend and in the cloud he kept sleeping and Krishna makes Vishnu's
Good.
and they become Krishna's friend. After 1 year, Krishna Brahma came and saw, and there was and he asked sorry, and he left all his friend and gone.
Wonderful, wonderful. You are hearing nice stories in summer camp, I guess. Wonderful.
Prabhuji, can I ask one very simple question, but not very simple also, I feel, because like
Yes,
for
please.
example, you Prabhuji had told, and we keep hearing that we should not intoxicated things. So here intoxicated things are even having coffee and tea. For example, like no, I'm not taking coffee and tea, but suddenly the day like I had a lot of headache, and right now I'm going through this COVID thing also. So
You are positive. You are positive.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
So I just had this coffee also, thinking that maybe it will take. So I know inside from my mind and heart, I know I'm doing a wrong thing, but still I did it. So somewhere I'm excusing myself by saying that I have not yet taken initiation, and like this I'm giving excuse to myself. Though I know that no, I should not do that, but thinking that okay, for Prabhuji, hope you are understanding my
Understood.
like.
See, we don't have to give up drinking and eating, but we have alternatives. What we do? We do dhania coffee. It looks like coffee, tastes like coffee, smells like coffee. We just roast dhania seeds, and then after roasting, you boil in water. Okay, let all the boil and it become blackish, and then you filter it, and then you can boil milk or you can boil water and then mix with a little sugar, and it looks like coffee, it smells like coffee, but it is pure. It's healthy also. It's cooling also. The
Very
dhania is
healthy.
cooling. Yeah. So this kind of alternatives are there. And if you come to ISKCON temples, we have got something called as herbal tea and herbal coffee.
Yes,
It's
I
all
have.
it's all herbs. So alternatives are there. So if one feels like drinking, yeah, we can drink those things, herbal drinks. And every day in our temple we make kada. We boil ginger, pepper, we make dalchini, other things, we boil and then we drink because it's COVID time. Yeah, we need to maintain our health. So sometimes we also get throat and these things, because whole day we have classes or something. We
Prabhuji, that
drink
in the
those things.
hospitals, if they're negative also, they will say that lies they are positive and take in the hospital. In
Yeah,
one
yeah.
hospital, there is no doctors only, and there is only staff, and they only kill some patients of corona
Yeah,
and
yeah.
some
You,
sugar
you,
or
you, you please don't read too much of news. You'll get disturbed. Huh?
no, my mother will be watching. So,
Okay, okay. So if you
uh,
can drink every day kada, you can tell your mother to make kada so that you can drink. So even if virus is there, it will go away. And we had taken some medicine in all of us. We in temple we got a medicine called Ayurkoro, that is cow-based medicine. So gomutra-based medicine. We all
and
took it
their
one day,
BP
and
they
it
will
it
make that
gave
is corona.
it gave very positive results actually. After taking that, it gave very positive results, and it benefited people. There are some positive cases nearby in our temple, not in temple, or around our temple. So we gave them this medicine, and within 1 day, 2 day, they felt a lot of difference of throat infection or cough reducing a lot. So one can do the needful. Life is very important. Life is very valuable. So please stay safe. And if anybody has symptoms, kindly take guidance. And if you are getting chance to get vaccinated, do it. So do whatever, because human body is very rare, it's very valuable, and we may not get it again. So better preserve this human body and practice bhakti. Don't do, don't do sense gratification. We should not do. Try to practice bhakti and go back to work.
Prabhuji, the virus will come 100 years once.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. So we'll meet again tomorrow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Gokul, I shared your answer. Maybe you can hear the recording. In the beginning, I spoke the answer. Okay. Yeah.
Prabhuji, I'm having one question. This vaccine is made from some virus, no? And that they are injecting. This vaccine is veg or non-veg?
See, generally all medicines made um, by the modern way, it has some component of animal thing. All injections you take, all the things they use in the medical thing, it has some kind of animal products, surely. So, and what is a vaccine? They actually, you can ask doctors, they'll give. Vaccine is nothing but a replica of the virus only. It's kind of virus only, but it's not effective. So when you inject that, the body becomes ready to fight the original virus. So the vaccine is made from the virus itself, so that the body becomes ready to fight the original virus if it comes to us. So that is nothing but vaccine. So that's why when you put vaccine into the body shows symptoms as if you got corona, because body is fighting that vaccine. So it becomes ready. And then when actually the virus comes, it's ready to fight. That is vaccine actually. Anyway.
Guruji, this is Gokul here.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I missed to I was not there at that moment. Sorry for.
I called your name, but you did. We couldn't find you.
Actually, I was not there.
Yeah. I told that no purpose of marriage is to practice spiritual life together. Right? But in Kali Yuga, what has become dampatya ratimevahi. The family life has become just because of mutual attraction to the beauty. That's all. So because of that, what is happening? People get attracted and got married just because of physical attraction. But after that physical attraction remains for some time, and after that they feel, okay, why are we together? Let's divorce, because he'll get attracted to somebody else.
Yeah.
So then they divorce, and then divorce again. There'll be a lot of money involved for divorcing, heavy price. So nowadays people are thinking, why should we get married at all? Let's just live together. So that live-in relationship is coming.
Guruji, I had a huge better experience. Okay, I got I have got a blessings from Lord Venkateshwara. At 10th, I was dull at the studies. Okay, in my home, one Venkateshwara Murti is there, idol. At the time of examination, before the examination, we will get hall ticket, right? We just kept that hall ticket in on God's this one behind. After 5 to 10 minutes, I went to kitchen room and I came back. That hall ticket, it was under mat, down under the surface. It was fell down there under the surface. It's been 50 meters far.
Oh,
really? I'm not lying. Like it was a very good. I mean, it was a blessings from God, Lord. I think.
So how was your exam?
Yeah, I passed it. I got a good score also.
Okay.
The final.
Okay, nice. So continue chanting Hare Krishna and continue practicing bhakti.
Yeah.
Lord will keep guiding you.
Lord Venkateshwara is also Lord Krishna. All are
Yes,
one.
same Krishna. Srinivasa, Krishna.
But it was very good experience. Blessings from Lord.
So Lord will reciprocate.
Actually, I haven't shared with anyone. I'm sharing with you only. That's why.
You're sharing with all of us. Okay.
Prabhuji, this few days because of unwell, the 16 rounds could not happen. Though I'm feeling very, very guilty. But I thought I will confess.
Once you get well, then you can do more rounds. So that you can come back to the normal. Like suppose you missed for 10 days, some rounds, you can keep pending. Once you become healthy and you're fit, because you take a lot of antibiotics and all, you will have to sleep and take a lot of rest. So if it is not possible, then once you get well, then you can try to complete the pending rounds also. So that's what devotees do if they get into such situation, then they're not able to do. They keep a track of it.
Yeah, but Mangal Aarti, everything has, it is not happening right.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe you can hear Kirtans, Mangal Aarti Kirtan, you can while lying down.
That I'm doing. That early morning, I'm hearing because.
That's good. That's okay. Okay.
Thank
Hare
you,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for your time.